What's that sound? It's for amusement only, the EM and Bingo Pinball Podcast. Welcome back to For Amusement Only. This is Nick Baldridge. Tonight I wanted to talk about a game which is widely credited as the first coin-operated pinball machine, and that's Gottlieb's 1931 Baffle Ball. Now, if you've listened to some of my earlier podcasts from this week, I talk about 1931's Bingo, and just looking at the dates and the numbers, it looks like that is actually the first. However, there are those who say that Baffle Ball is the first, and I certainly don't know enough to countermand them. So, what I can tell you is that this is a fantastic game. The game came in multiple flavors: 5 balls for 1 cent, 7 balls for 1 cent, 10 balls for a penny, or 10 balls for 5 cents. And the idea is fairly simple. You have 4 different circles that score different point values. Very similar to Bingo, right? But there are only 4. However, these 4 have a smaller outer circle, which scores more than the inner circle. So if you go straight into the top circle, for example, you earn 100 points. But if you manage to nudge it away from that little gate that brings you into that center circle, you get 150 points. The one on the left gives you 200 or 250. The one on the right gives you 300 or 350, and the one on the bottom gives you 400 or 500. Now, because the balls are marbles, they are different colors. And if the color of the marble matches the score pocket that it fits into, it will double the point value shown on the playfield. So let's say you manage to get it into the inner circle on the left-hand side, and it's the appropriate color. You'll earn 400 points instead of 200. Now, the playfield for Baffle Ball has always reminded me of a baseball diamond. And the 4 circular scoring pockets remind me of bases. Up at the very top of the diamond, there is a small circular trap marked the baffle point. And if you manage to get a marble there and keep it there, it will double all the scores on the playfield. So it's possible for you to get quadruple the score if you have the right color marble in the right color scoring pocket, and you have the baffle point. So you can see, if you had managed to make the 500 with the gold, in this case, ball, you would have 1,000, and if you hit the baffle point, it would be 2,000. So it's entirely possible to rack up a huge score on this game, even in the 5-ball version. Now, the playfield layout is covered in pins, and there are multiple gates down at the bottom of the playfield, which simply award tiny amounts of points. The shooter lane is similar to the Bingo in that it's a combo lifter and plunger, and so it has to go up a fairly steep ramp in order to get up to the playfield. The shooter is at the bottom of the machine. Apparently, Gottlieb and Keeney both were producing this game in 1931, but apparently Keeney was the first game to have it on the production line, and the first to advertise them for sale. Baffle Ball was the first game to top 50,000 in production and deliveries, but no one knows exactly the quantity produced or how many of that quantity were made by each company. Neither Gottlieb nor Keeney put their company name on the games, and so no one knows for sure who made which game. The differences in production were so minor that no one can really tell them apart. Apparently this game was sold with metal stands only, or it was used as a countertop. Again, a fun early game to have in your collection and play with friends. Well, that's all for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. My name again is Nick Baldridge. You can reach me at foramusementonlypodcast@gmail.com, or you can call me on the Bingos line. That's 724-BINGOS1, 724-246-4671. You can listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Pocket Casts, via RSS, on Facebook, on Twitter at Bingo Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at nbaldridge, or you can listen to us on our website, which is foramusementonly.libsyn.com. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.